Peaky, sneaky, getting through to win the Breeders' Crown in a stakes record 149.
It's all Lions Sentinel. Surreal 148, 2/5.
Plunge Blue Chip with a neck in front. It's Plunge Blue Chip to win it. 151-3.
Country Lane Standardbreds, the best broodmare band in the business.
Winback Farm, Delaware's #1 breeder, is home to outstanding stallions, including EL Platinum, who is a proven sire, multiple DSBF final winners. Also new in 2025 is Thunderously, a half-brother to O'Brien Award winner Resolve. Also standing is world champion He's Watching, winner of the Meadowlands Pace in 146-4. Nutcracker Sweet, half-brother to the award-winning Sweet Blue, and full brother to twice-millionaire Bittersweet, and Top Flight Angel, who has multiple stakes wins, including the prestigious Yonkers Trot. Also standing, Classic Card Shark and Sports Column. For more information, visit winbackfarm.com.
I'm here with Erv Miller and granddaughter Linden Rae. Erv, this last year was what you were waiting for.
Linden Rae loves nays, don't you, Linden Rae? You love nays, but you can't help it. Your mom and dad both love them.
Yeah?
Yeah. Say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Well, here at the Erv Miller stable, we know we have Hannah and Atlee working, now Linden Rae. I saw you out there last year. You were not even able to get in the cart. You were having back problems, different issues. This year, you're training, you're doing everything. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. My back's doing good. I can't be any happier with the way things are going. And then we got to enjoy Linden Rae down here for the winter. So we had a really good time this winter.
I heard that she loves going out and going fast.
Yeah, she loves going with the horses. She just, I don't think she can help it, but when she walks outside of her camper over there where they stay, she always points to the horses. So she's pretty excited about horses.
And I'm sure you're not really a happy grandpa today because you told me that they're getting ready to leave for Indiana.
Right, they're heading back to Indiana because Hoosier Park's getting ready to start. So they're leaving today. So I'm not very happy about that, but we'll be fine.
Where will you go this year?
Yeah, I'll probably spend most of my time in Indiana. It's just we're going to send more of them because so much racing in Indiana and Kentucky. We bought a few Ohio breds. So.
I saw that you had some Ohio there as well. You've been at Wind Gap for years, so will you have any there, or are you basically leaving that area?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We're just kind of deciding how many we got and how many stalls we're going to have in Indiana. So.
I gotcha. Well, that is kind of the place to be, that Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and it looks like you focused on your buying this year to those areas.
Right. That's what we've done mainly, is make sure that all the horses are Kentucky bred if they're not Indiana, Ohio, or Illinois bred. So.
How far of a ship is it to the Kentucky races from where you're staying in Indiana?
It's about a 3-hour ship to the Red Mile and then a little farther to Oak Grove, but it's not terrible. It's maybe 4, just a hair over 4 to Oak Grove. And then the Ohio tracks are really easy. They're only a couple hours from where we train, so other than Northfield.
What is Cumberland and Oak Grove like for those that haven't had the chance to experience them yet?
Yeah, Oak Grove starts early, and they've got enough just with the casino there and with what they've done with the purses. It's such a good overnight program that we've done well there the last couple of years, and that's another reason we bought Kentucky breds, trying to get into that early stakes money there too.
Have you been to Cumberland Run yet?
I have not myself. We've raced some down there, but I've not went down myself. I've been to Oak Grove several times.
Let's talk about some of your Kentucky eligible horses. Starting with Gorilla Sighting, a Gimpanzee out of Stylemaker, a $55,000 Lexington yearling purchase.
Yeah, he's a little smaller, like I guess some of the Gimpanzees are, but he works well all the time. He's just, from day one, he's been a good sound colt and got a good mind about him. So We got high hopes for him.
Kissin in the Dark, a tall, dark stranger, $70,000 Lexington purchase, Kentucky and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, she'd be in the same line as the trotting colt there. She just really does her work well, easy to drive, smart about her work, easy to start up, easy to stop, and seems like she's got a good set of lungs on her, so we'll see how it goes.
Let's move on to Don't Let 'Em, McMike and Mike, a $35,000 Hoosier purchase.
He was one that when we turned him out, there's not that much page there, not a lot of pedigree, but he just moves so fluid. And so far, knock on wood, he's been that way training. He just does everything we ask him to. You can tell he's got a really good turn of foot, big speed to him, so we're hoping that keeps materializing.
Going through your yearling list, you purchase all over. You are buying horses everywhere. How do you keep it all in track?
It's pretty easy. This year we tried to keep it down, our numbers, what we spent down quite a bit, not go over the top. Like a couple of years ago, we really went over the top and spent a lot of money. And it didn't seem like they panned out that well, so we're more concentrating on just the sire stakes and a little lighter group of horses, not going too heavy with it.
Are you focusing on just the horses that you want to look at the sale, or are you trying to look at all the individuals in these different sales that you're attending?
Yeah, I look at most of them. Like John, you just interviewed him, and we look at a lot of horses and then try to buy quality for less money. Don't overspend on it. But last year, I'd say we still looked at a lot of horses, and we bought what I thought were some really good buys in different places. So.
Some great deal, a JK End of an Era colt, $80,000 once again from the Hoosier sale.
Yeah, he's a big, strong colt, and he was costly, but he also has a lot of pedigree with him. But from day one, he's really broke out good and stuff. We had to do a little OCD surgery on him, but it hasn't seemed to bother him, so hopefully that'll keep going.
The OCD surgery, you found that then after you purchased him. Do you go through and x-ray all the horses after you get them home?
Most of the time we do. This time we did not, because the guy that used to do it for us, Dr. Capron, is getting up there in age a little bit, and to me, I haven't found anybody that does it quite like he does, so I haven't. This year I think we did about half of them, because that's all he could get in.
Do you use radiographs and scoping that is available at the sales? Do you ever do that before as a pre-purchase?
Yeah, I do some. My problem with it is you can just get into a lot of money doing it and then end up not with the horse, not buying the horse. So I don't do it as much as if I buy a top-end horse, yeah, I would concentrate on it. But otherwise, I kind of wait and see if we can get the price right.
Coup Station, a Papi Rob colt, $77,000 from Lexington.
Yeah, he's a real big, strong colt, and like you were talking about x-rays, anymore, a lot of the farms x-ray him before they bring him to the sale. That horse was x-rayed before the sale, so that always helps. It entices me to buy off that farm if they x-rayed the horses before the sale, because then it's something I don't have to worry, what's the problem if he's got a couple big OCDs? We're really going to deal with this, so.
So in this particular case, you're saying the x-rays were done by the farm and then provided to potential buyers?
Right. They provide you with the information, whatever they've taken out or what the horse might have. Most of them are pretty good. If there's anything left with the horse, they'll provide that information too.
Great. Let's discuss Country Tab, a Swan for All colt, $110,000 purchase.
Yeah, he's out of Custom Cantab, a really nice mare that Beaver raced from Ohio, raced her in Indiana, and I watched her race, and this colt really looked good in the paddock and stuff when we turned him out, so we went a little further than we normally go buying him. But so far, he's trained like a good horse.
Erv, you have a couple first crop horses, one an in-range demonic Nico sold as Can't Stop Missy.
Really got a good mind on her, does her work really well. Not a lot to her. She hasn't gone ahead and filled out like some of the other ones have. But I think she will, with a little time. But she's got a great mind to her, just always trots. doesn't really matter how you train her. She's still right there. And then we've got a homebred in-range filly too that kind of does the same thing, just trots all the time. So I like that sire.
The Ready for Money and the Bulldog Hanovers?
Yeah, the Bulldog we have is a really nice colt. He was actually on my list, that colt. And then when we trained him, and the McMike colt trained so good, and that colt was like he can be, is a little full of himself. That day I said, well, I'm taking you off the list and put the trot colt on. But he trained really good today.
So today, Erv, we witnessed you using the straight track to warm up. You were on the half. You were training the wrong way on the mile. How do you decide which area you're going to use?
Well, today was a slow day for the horses that you saw train. We normally use the mile track mainly for going speed, especially like I think tomorrow we have some double headers coming up for you, but we'll use the mile track more for that. But just to get out of the way, going the wrong way, we go on the half a lot. I think it does them a lot of good to go the wrong way of the racetrack. And then this year with the straight track in the back that goes up and down the hill, it's been, Carter's done a good job. We help a lot. We drag it a lot ourselves. But getting it watered and getting it flattened out, and it's in pretty good shape. The 3-year-olds, we trained some on it. We have not trained the 2-year-olds on it yet. We jog them on it before we go to the other track, and I think I can see some more strength in the horses than maybe I did the last couple of years. So.
Is that because the track is a heavier surface, so you're not putting the 2-year-olds on it in regards to soft tissue?
Yeah, it's a lot heavier surface. It's still too heavy in places, but it's a little heavier surface. That's why we just jog the 2-year-olds on it. And it's up and downhill. You know, you go up the hill at one angle and then come back up it the other way and down the hill. And I think that it strengthens the horses. So.
The surfaces on the top track, we were noticing all 3 of them look really great this year.
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job on the track. So we kind of got Gary Mills does the mile track and Sonny does the half-mile track. And then there's another lady drags the jog track out there, and then our guys and Gary Mills help water the straight track, and it's been pretty good shape.
It takes a lot of people to run the track, but also in your barn it takes a lot of people. Are you at the same number as you've always been?
Yeah, we're trying to go down a little bit. We still got almost 100 head here, but we're trying to wheedle that down a little bit more even for next year maybe, but I think we have great help. Atlee and Hannah have been here. TT that's been with me forever. He's been here about 20 years. He mainly runs it. He'll run it now that Atlee and Hannah are leaving. They're leaving to go to Indiana today. But does a great job with the babies, and we're really, really lucky to have everybody.
Thank you so much, Erv, for taking the time with us today, and best of luck in 2025.
Thank you. Appreciate it.